coming home with me, or I'm going to be in the bed next to her. And he goes, what? And she was out in 4 days, okay? And has lived with me, and I think it has made a big difference in the way her life has continued, and she giggles, she smiles, and she goes every place. When you all were putting her to sleep, because, kidding, because she thought she was the star today, okay, and she had to listen to that, and she thought I would just rest. So anyway, but that's what I'm going to talk about. I would also like to bring up the subject of caregivers, and how caregivers, you know, are good for a period of time, but then they need to move on because they become so attached to the patient that it makes for not a good relationship. And I can go into
that's not a warning. I think it's an experience.
No, but I think it was an experience that we just recently addressed, and things have been much better since we addressed those issues.
Jolene seems to be approving.
Yeah.
I think one issue, as I said, we'll talk more about that because this is a part, we can do this in Dinus TV at 3:30. Janice can show you some documentaries that she has done with regard to mother. What you'll find out, when she says she's active, Zuling has been on 2 cruises the last year. She goes everywhere. This is probably a little early for her. She's going to be a party girl. She'll probably want to go out later. She is someone who, since she has left the quote-unquote nursing home, which was one of the best we could find, she wasn't talking at the time. She really wasn't eating very much. Now she sort of sings, she talks, she likes to engage. So I think a part of it is realizing in the American culture, we have a tendency when someone gets older to find a quote comfortable place with a fireplace, and it makes us feel good when we sort of put them there. But I think what happens is when you go back later, you sort of realize that some of those same caregivers have left and are now working at Burger King, which pays them about the same rate. And you can find your loved one either in the floor or sitting in a puddle of urine. And these are some of the best places. If you compare it to other cultures, such as Saudi Arabia and Turkey and some of those that you come from, you can find that at this stage in life, you know, the family member is very valued, that you would never put them somewhere else. So I think it's very intriguing from a health communication perspective, just how we look at not only age, but also various chapters. We tend to medicate, over-medicate to the point of if we can just keep them sleeping, then they're okay. What we've been doing is getting her off each of these pills, and what we find is that she's much more energized. So this is going to be much more of a personal dialectical encounter at 3:30, which will complement some of the other panels and presentations that we have on public diplomacy. How about, though, if we ask for succinct and pithy comments from our critics? How about Ali, as well as Tony, and then any of you people? I'd like to thank you for coming. What an engaging group of researchers we had today, so congratulations for all of you who presented.